In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to build the baddest valved exhaust system for an Audi S3.
Oh yes! Yeah.
It absolutely rips. Oh. Handmade right here in the UK, in my shop. Welcome to NoFabs. Simon everybody, welcome back to another video. This S3 behind me is another one of my members' cars. Another Dan. He's been waiting for this for a long time. It's finally his day. It's having a catback valved exhaust system. It's no stranger to us, this car. We've already done a few bits and bobs to it in the past. It's had a resonator delete, we've fitted KW coilovers on it, servicing, Aldex, all sorts of stuff. He's a good customer, I do appreciate you, Dan, thank you very much. But today's his day, we're doing a valved exhaust, what he's been wanting. He's got these AliExpress tips on there at the moment. It is on stock back box, they're just some slip-on tips, so we're getting rid of them today. He's having some nicer ones. He's having these on, look, he's having 3.5-inch tips on both sides. Now, I do offer two styles of valved exhaust systems for these. He's just gone and I forgot to ask him which one he wants, so I do need to message him quickly and just see which option of valve system what he does want. We do one which is like a big box all integrated into one, and then we do one which is more suited towards heavily tuned cars, better for flow. They both sound good, but they both sound very different, so I need to know which one he wants. I'm going to shoot him a message in a minute. Before we do that, I'll give you a little sound clip of what it sounds like at the moment. As I say, stock downpipe, stock back box. The only thing it's got on there is a resonator delete. Let's have a listen. So, did he say this morning that valve's coded out? He did, didn't he?
Yeah, they're coded out, so
they're always open, yeah. So, as I said, the back box is stock, but he's had the valves coded out, so they're just always in the open position. Let's have a listen. See, it does sound good as it is, but they tend to sound very tinny when you've got the stock back box on there. So the aim is we're probably going to try and get rid of that if we can, make it a deeper sound, and just generally make a nicer job of what's on there at the moment. Valved options, I do again offer two options. We offer it on a fob, so you've got full control on or off, or we offer it on the factory drive select. Now, he said he's already had it coded out, so he has said, can you do it on a fob for me? Fob is better in my opinion, because if you want it open, it stays open, and if you want it closed, it stays closed type thing. So what I can do on the fob is I can make it so it's always open, or I can make it so it closes default every time the ignition cycles. Again, I do need to ask him, I forgot to ask him. I was supposed to have another car in today, but they just crashed it on way here, so yeah, I kind of forgot to ask Dan Arthur important questions what I need to ask him. Anyway, let's get it up in air, and let's have a look underneath at the stock exhaust. Let's have a little ganders under here then. There's a stock silencer. As I said, them tips are just slip-ons. They just knock off the top of the original exhaust. There's some Alibaba things. The valves are there, the original ones, but I'm guessing he's just got them. They are still plugged in, but they're just in the always open position. Resonator well used to be there. It's already running a res delete of ours. This is from ages ago. Now, you're wondering what this little donkey cock is? Well, that's like an anti-drone thing. Dan asked me to put it on at time. Whether it works or not, I'm not sure. I think we did test it at the time, and there wasn't much drone. Well, I don't think there were much drones, so yeah, does it work? Question I don't really know the answer to. Maybe, maybe not. And then there's a downpipe, stock downpipe, everything's all original on that. So the catback today, we'll be going from the end of the downpipe. We'll be going from this joint here, everything back. I've just asked Dan which type of style he wants me to do it on, and that will determine how we're going to do it. We might end up putting a resonator here, and then the back box. We'll just wait to hear back from him and see exactly what he wants us to do. So after having a chat with Dan and knowing exactly what setup we're going to be using the secondary setup, which is, I will put a picture up here of the setup, what he wants. And this is the first step towards that. So we're going to be putting a mid-res in it and a back box. You see here I've drilled some holes in the silencer. Now that's how we're going to weld the baffle plates inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip them down. There's going to be one on the top, and there's going to be another one there, there's going to be another one there, and another one on the bottom. Essentially what I will do is create a chamber in the middle here. The exhaust gas is going to come up both sides, meet in the middle, through the chamber, down the other side and out to the tailpipes when the valves are closed. That's how we'll keep it quiet. And then the mid-res is all the jobs that the mid-res is going to do is just to limit drone and try and put a little bit of tone in the exhaust, because I know Dan's not going to want this horrendously loud. So we are going to put a mid-resonator in there as well. Then when the valves are open, it will be fairly aggressive because it will literally just be running the mid-resonator only, not the bike box. That's the plan. So we're going to get them knocked in there and we'll get them welded in. There's the silencer, the back one at least, all made up. There's the exhaust valves, they will come into play a little bit later on. While I've been making that one, Connor's pretty much got this front one done as well. All welded up onto the little link pipe section as well, reduced down to the standard one. Now the next bit we need to make this mid pipe, which is going to come around there like that, loop to here, and it's going to finish here with a V-band. Luckily, ta-da! We've done these a million times, so we already know what's what. Now that is already done, welded up, and ready to be tacked straight into that box. So we'll tack it straight into that box, then we'll put that V-band on there, and then we can make a start really on pegging this back bit together. Right, we could just do with putting a little bit of cardboard in prop as well. Oh, can you just pass us that V-band? Let me just hold that roughly so I know I've got subframe clearance. Alright, I'm good at that. Tack her up. That's a bit baggy, I can't really tell when it's on square, but
I'll get a tack off that.
Looking at that, looks pretty good. What amps are you on here? Just twisting a little bit like that. Still pretty square, that. Right, while Connor's doing that, we are going to start making a start on the split. Split is when we need to come from 1 to 2, blah, 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 blah. You know the rest. You know how we do. Right, we're going to make that split next.
So to make the split, we need to cut a 3-inch bend straight down the middle with the bandsaw.
And when done correctly, this is what we're left with. A perfect 50-50 split. 3-inch outlets either end with a perfect 3-inch in. Next thing we need to do, get that welded up and move on to the next thing. Product all welded up. Beautiful. Come out lovely, that. Right, you notice I've not welded it to end. I'll trim that excess off and then we'll start offering that up to the back section.
And that's exactly what we'll do. You'll notice this back section will come together piece by piece. We'll list the split on there first, then we'll start getting the leg lengths on there, then it'll be onto the valves, then onto the tailpipes. Before you know it, it's starting to look like an exhaust system.
You'll see we've got pretty much all the way to the back. These will now need welding both sides before we go any further. And then silencer, we can start offering silencer up, and then we've got to do some notches onto that, from the silencer onto that pipe. You see all the valves are in there, I can just flip you around. You can see all the valves are in there, all tacked in. So this is the main tube in case you're unsure how this setup's ever going to work. So when the valves are open, essentially the gas will be coming straight through that silencer, down these tubes, through them open valves, boff, out them outside tips. Now the inside ones, obviously we haven't put them on yet because the silencer's not there, but the inside ones are going to go there, and they're going to be connected to the silencer. So when the valve's closed, it's going to be forced to come up through a tube into the silencer, down the middle chamber what I made earlier, out down the other side, and out of the inside tip, which is thus going to make it much, much quieter. You'll see, if you don't understand, keep watching, it'll all make sense a little bit further along in this video.
Straight after that, we've got the box offered up there, we've got the 90-degree bends notched on there. This is really difficult to do, takes a lot of time, but the end result is so satisfying. Just look at those Phillips, perfect.
So we've got them notched on there now, we need to take it off now. We just draw them random, we need to take it off, we need to drill them holes in. We've got one side up. I am waiting for another tip to arrive because I don't know how, but I were a tip short somehow, so I've only got 3 tips at the minute. So we've built one side just to get box level, and we're happy with that. Sat rough where it's not perfect at the minute, but it's close enough for us to mark that box and drill holes in it. So that's the next job, whip it off, drill these holes both sides, get it all back set up again, and then yeah, we'll weld them on, and we can start finalising this up with tailpipes.
Now, I'm not going to lie, the hole saw I'm using here has seen its best days. This has got about as many teeth as your local crackhead in the town centre. But I did try and go and buy a new one, and unfortunately they're out of stock of the size what I needed. So after a very long time, I did eventually manage to get it to go through.
Here comes the most important part then. This is where everything is crucial. It's all got to be right. It doesn't matter how good all the rest of it looks. If you get the tailpipes boz-eyed, one further in, one further out, one up, one down, if you do any of that, don't matter how nice rest it is, it's ruined. So this is what will take us a little bit of time. You'll see here we've got bits of cardboard, tie wraps, we've got stands, all sorts of stuff. Aim of the game is we want to make sure all 4 of them are sticking out the right amount and that they're upsweeping the same amount. And what I mean by upsweep is if you stand to the side and you look directly down them tips, you don't want one tip pointing up, one down, because it will look an eyesore when it's on floor. You can see there, look, absolutely perfect. So what his plan is now, we're going to get this right side done first. Connor's going to tack it together. This side at the moment is just slung together, so this will probably not be right. Although I tell you what, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad to say we just literally slung it up there. There's no tie wraps holding it or nothing. It doesn't look bad. Yeah, right, we're going to get that on there. Connor's going to tack it in now while I hold it. Right, so them boys are just finishing up on the hangers. They've pretty much got them done, but while they've been doing that, I've been making some plates. Now, here they are. Looks like a face, look. That's the face that you're pulling when you're realising that you're liking this video, but you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the subscribe button. Not only that, there's 2 of them, double shocked. Right, what we're gonna do with these now, we're gonna use a dimple die and we're gonna put like a dimple in them. Reason we dimple these is because like that, they're not very strong. That plate will, I mean, I can't bend it by hand, but if I wanted to bend it bad enough, I could bend it. By putting a dimple in it, it makes it much, much stronger, and it look pretty cool. It's like a rally spec type thing. They look pretty nice. So let's go and put them in now. So the way we're gonna do it, we're gonna use the bench press. For those of you that are not sure, this is what's called a dimple die. You'll see it's a machine surface, and when we press it together, sandwich our plate in between, we'll use the press to squash it, and it will leave a dimple in our plate, and it makes it much stronger. You'll see them a lot on rally cars. If you look, like battery trays, footwell plates, all sorts, you'll see them a lot. if you look hard enough. Now we need to make sure we get this the right way, so I've wrote on that offside top, so I want the dimples to be upwards. So we want to put, yeah, we want to go that way. So I don't want to get it wrong way around because that'll look weird. And we simply just use the press to squash it in. Help if I tightened it up, wouldn't it? Yes, my press is leaking, I know. It's leaking here, look, it needs a new seal in it, but it's still got enough guts to do what we need to do today. And you'll see what you're left with is that, look. That's called a dimple. Now that'll make the plate much, much stronger once it's in there. You know what, I actually kind of prefer it other way around. Don't know, we'll decide. Don't matter, as long as I do one way, one other way, it'll not make no difference, so we'll see. We'll see which way we prefer it at the end. That's them two, and now I've got one to do what's bigger. I just can't help but look at that and just see a shocked face, like, oh, face. Anyway, there's the plate. We're going to do the exact same to the other one, and then we're going to get them welded on.
Connor's just going to run them final welds, and then boom, welcome to the Mona Lisa.
Well, that's a wrap on the S3 exhaust. Now, show me a better looking exhaust than that. I'll hold my breath until you find one. I'm joking, I'm joking. There's probably better ones out there, but that is a sick looking exhaust. And when Dan comes in a bit, we are gonna get his reaction. So me and Connor, we're gonna go out and have a little play in it first. We're gonna give you some sound clips, but later on when Dan comes down, I'm gonna get it back up ramp for him. I'm gonna get his reaction. And also we're gonna run it on the draggy list because Dan is desperate to beat the Cobra. So Dan wants to drive himself, which is absolutely fine. We're gonna see if he can beat the 4.66, I think it were what the Cobra did on my draggy. Dan wants to beat that. So let's get it down, let's have a listen. Valves will be closed initially. Go for it, Carl. So that's perfect. While it's just having a warm up. So Dan works early in the morning, starts at like 5, 6 in the morning. The reason he went for valved was because he didn't want brrrr in the morning when it starts up. That is no louder than stock. So he's gonna be happy in that department. Just let it have a little warm up a minute and then we'll give some revs. Oof, them tips look lovely. See with tips as well, not too big. 3.5 inch tips. A lot of people go for 4. Problem is 4 inch, they look very big, very boy racer on an S3. I think them 3.5 inch, I think they look sweet, to be honest with you, on this. Just really suits this car. Everything about this car is just so nice. He spends a lot of money on it. He's modified it, but it's very tasteful. Like, he's done it really nice. It is. It's a very nice car, this. Right, go on then, Carl. Get a few revs in. Lovely. Super quiet, exactly what he wanted. Right, let's flick into loud mode, see if it makes a difference. Go. Pretty nice. So, what Dan said, he said he'd like it very similar tone levels to what it is. Which I'd say that it is. I'd say that it's very, very similar, except it's no longer very tinny. That sounds quite deep, quite nice. I think he's going to be happy with that. We'll sure find out when he comes, won't we? Go on, get another rev. You got it in dynamic and all? Huh? You got it in dynamic to...
Yeah, dynamic.
Yeah. So it had some burbles in it when we first checked it. Obviously, car were red hot then, so yeah, it might get them as it gets a little bit warmer. Yeah, sounding very nice. Suppose let's get all camera stuff on. Let's go for a drive. So mainly what I want to test is I want to test drone and just want to see what it generally sounds like, in all honesty with you. So we'll start off with valves closed, which they are. And it should be like a stock S3 in all honesty. Almost no noise at all.
That's actually a tyre noise more than exhaust.
Near enough dead silent. Right, well enough of that. We know it's not going to drone. In fact, we'll test it when we get on bypass, but for now, let's have some exhaust noise.
Let's have them that eating off and all.
Yeah, God, let's have that eating off, because my God, it's hot. Let's have AC on actually. We'll lose a bit of power, but I've got heated seat on, no wonder I'm sweating.
Tune this?
No, completely stock car.
What are they stock 270?
No idea, not sure. No, it's completely stock. It were a toss up between having it mapped or having it exhaust done, so he's gone for exhaust. Wise choice, really. So initially I think that this might actually be quieter than the setup what he had before, until it all beds in a little bit. Remember, exhaust, it's not a myth, you do have to bed them in a little bit, you have to wait for all packing to settle inside them and stuff, and then they do get louder over time. So it's initially I think this might be quiet. I mean, we'll ask him when in a bit, we'll get his honest opinion on it, whether it's actually better or worse than his old setup. It's definitely deeper, I'll tell you, it's definitely deeper than his old one. Plenty of gearbox change noises.
That sounded nice.
Tell you what, woof! For a stock car, she doesn't hang about, does she? Does not hang about. that. Sounds spot on. And in fact, I'm going to go all the way to the top because we're going to test this exhaust proper. So we're going to get it in top gear, which it's in 7 now. Valves are open in gear 7. We're at 70 miles per hour. You would not even know this has got an exhaust system on it. That's with valves open, never mind closed. So when you're actually driving at 70 miles an hour, I can barely tell the difference between open and closed because there's no drone anyway. It sounds absolutely spot on. So we'll get valves back open. You can I can tell a little bit. You'll not be able to tell on camera, but I can literally hear the slightest boo come. I could live with that, and I hate loud exhaust. So yeah, drone, perfect. 0 drone, which is difficult on these. These, if you get the exhaust set up wrong on these, anyone who's got one of these and has got the exhaust set up wrong, you'll know how much they drone. They drone horribly. So as we're going up an hill now, a little bit of a exhaust note look, but tell you what, even with valves open, I could live with that. Let's cog it off. Just takes it away that little bit more. It literally just cogs it away that little bit. So it's perfect. I think the valve are more for Dan in the morning. Last thing he wants is on a cold start. So happy days. Tell you what, it gets off this thing even though it's stock.
Yeah. Sounds nice on camera and all.
Got it good,
on
yeah?
audio, yeah.
Don't you dare pull that in front of me. It actually bangs that. I can feel it in car. Can you feel it bang? I can feel it in my body. It bangs, doesn't it? Not just a burr. It's I can feel it in back seats at car. Perfect, this car. Honestly, it's the KW coilover on it, the handling, it just feels planted to road. It just absolute 100% confidence in car. There's no swaying and no. I dare keep my foot flat at floor around that corner if my license would allow. It's so perfect. It's just, yeah, it doesn't handle any better than that. I tell you, Dan's going to have his lad in his hand when he comes and sees that in a bit. I've not showed him purposely all day. I've told him not to look at my Instagram story because I want to get his genuine, honest reaction out of this. You can say he's I think he is the oldest member that I've got on there now. I think he's been a member for the longest amount of time. So, and he, like I said earlier in the video, he's a very, very good customer and I do appreciate him a lot. So I've done him an absolute fire job on this. Anything we could have done, like extra strengtheners or whatever, I've given him the full work to try and give him the best exhaust we could possibly give him. And, well, I hope he's happy with it.
I can hear it.
I can feel it in my chair. It bangs. Oh, what a gent. Put that on your top then everyone will be able to hear you. What a gent looks. Come down with the goods. Come on then. Bit. Come on, have a look. You're going to be buzzing.
Oh, I can't wait for it. Fucking hell.
You're going to be buzzing.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's bang on that.
Go and have a good look.
Look at that. That's amazing, mate.
Because we're going to want your honest opinion on when we're driving it and everything.
Oh, yes. Honestly, mate, work of art. Absolute work of art. That.
Shame it's underneath, isn't it?
It's a proper shame.
Shame it's going to look a bit
Proper
buried
shame.
underneath. Get covered in muck.
No, honestly, mate, couldn't ask for more. Exactly what I wanted.
Good stuff.
Exactly what I wanted.
Good stuff. So with tailpipes, I'm not sure if you're going to want them pulling in a bit. I mean, if you do, it's dead easy to pull them in, but we'll get later down and have a look, because it's a bit awkward, this diffuser. It tucks down a lot, doesn't it? So when you stand above and you look straight down it, they're pretty much flush with the lip on diffuser. But when you stand back, they look like they might be a bit far out. But like I said, it's dead easy for us to adjust it if you do want to adjust it.
Yeah, to be fair, that locks bang on. It's always just 10 mils on them, isn't it?
It's what? Yeah, they slide in and out. Now, if we do, these ones slide in easily. These ones we will need to cut the tube though if you do want to move it, which again, it's a 5-minute job for me to just cut it and move it back. It's not end at world at all, it's very easy to do. So.
Yeah, to be fair, mate, that looks alright. See what it's like on floor and that.
Yeah, we'll lay it down, see what you think.
Yes.
So yeah, when we're driving it, I'm going to want you to give everybody at home their honest opinion on whether it will worth the money or not.
No, I will do, mate, completely honest. Some chucky hobnobs.
Don't run biscuits over. You might run them over at that. Hang on.
Yeah, I'll shift them.
I'll let you stand it back then.
Yes, good listen.
If I can remember how to do immobiliser.
Oh, yeah.
So nice and quiet like you wanted it with valves closed. Even from a cold start, it's like a stock S3, so your neighbours will love you. Valves closed at that.
Oh, yeah. Not that much different from Res Delete, that.
No.
Oh, yes. That's loads better.
How much deeper and nicer does that sound? Like the old one sounded good, didn't it? But it was very tinny, wasn't it? Like very like.
Yeah, that's so much better.
A lot deeper, isn't it?
Better.
A lot deeper sounding.
Yes.
Guess there's one thing to do then, isn't it? Let's go for a little spin. Because you want to beat the Teca time, don't you?
Gotta get it a go. Get it a go.
What do you think to them tips now it's down that floor? When you stand back here, they look like they're far out, but you know if you stand up here, they're almost they took two.
Maybe 10 mil or so.
Yeah.
But
so we'll take them in a little bit. It's weird because you stand here and they're buried, you can't even see them. Then you stand back.
Diffuser, isn't it?
It sort of tucks under a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very strange diffuser.
Look bang on that.
Spot on then. Let's go for a bez then.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'd say it's no slouch stock, is it? It goes.
I say it does pull, to be fair.
You could lose your licence in it very easy.
Hey, that it's not even open.
I know I've chucked it because it's just some junk mail.
So it definitely needs mapping now.
Yeah. It's definitely no slow coach though, so
no.
I think it's definitely going to have a good go at that draggy time.
So it'd be good. If we could beat it, I'll be buzzing. If not,
I think it's going to get very close.
Yeah.
Very, very close.
Say on the flat, I think it's done like a 4-2. 4-1,
What did that do?
4-2.
It was 4-6 went up
Yeah.
and hill, so it's going to be close, isn't it?
is.
It's going to be close.
Oh, it's perfectly quiet, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know, even with valves open, up bypass, 70 mile an hour, you can't even tell it's got an exhaust on it. Drone free, completely drone free. Like, to the point where you can't even tell the difference between opening and closing valves at 70 mile an hour. There's the tiniest bit of difference, completely drone free.
Oh,
You're buzzing with that. Oh, valves up and off, I think they're closed, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
Get them off, let's have some exhaust noise.
Oh, tell difference straight away.
Yeah. Definitely more booming around town.
Oh, yes.
It will get a bit louder than this though, once it all beds in a bit, because it's also all brand new.
Yeah,
So once
all
all packing's deteriorated a little bit, it will get a little bit louder.
Oh, yes. You can tell straight away how much deeper it is.
It's definitely deeper, yeah.
Much of a nicer tone.
Like I say, I want your honest opinion for everybody at home. Like, if you think it sounds worse than other one at any point, you tell me. Crack on, tell everybody. See, it sounded good already. It was just tinny sounding.
Yeah, it was.
They are, aren't they?
The Res Delete did make a massive difference, but it was one of them. It just made it tinny.
Yeah.
Which it didn't sound bad, but Like I say, people were telling me like it not be a full system, this and that. Like,
Not in terms of flow anyway. So
Yeah.
in terms of flow, like that exhaust is serious for flowing. You've got 3-inch twin pipes on
yeah.
valves. When valves are open, you don't get better flowing than that. So
Yeah, true.
for mapping wise, I mean, I don't know where you're going to go with it, but
yeah, definitely got to get it done this year, get it mapped.
that's nice.
That is, yeah.
I do love them.
Oh, they are nice.
Do love us.
I'd never buy one, but
Is that poppy thing all stock then, is it?
yeah, it come on the facelifts,
Right.
like the pre-facelifts.
Yeah.
Don't make any noise whatsoever. But yeah, on the facelifts, just once the temperature's up, you got in dynamic or whatever.
So, learn something every day because I didn't know that.
Always a jazz.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh yes. That sounds so much better. So much better.
I don't want to influence your decision, but it's crisp. It
That
sounds so
sounds
nice.
so good. That
Sounds
so
brilliant.
good.
So compared to old one, compare it because I didn't drive it with old exhaust. So a comparison, what is it better all round or?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, before it sounded nice,
Yeah.
but it had that tinniness to it.
Yeah.
It didn't have that nice deep tone. Whereas this, much of a deeper tone,
Yeah. Sit
a
then.
lot better sound. Yeah, 100% worth the money so far.
Happy days.
Yes. I'm guessing this is where we're about to have a breakdown.
Yes.
Yes.
We have to have a little breakdown when we go out roundabout. Hazards
Sounds
have to
good.
come on. Skyline.
Oh yes, yes.
Naughty sound.
Oh, it sounded good.
Yeah, so here's where we flip it up here.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, we're gonna have a breakdown.
Oh,
Tyres
dear,
flat.
no.
Oh no. Have you been practicing? Have you been coming here for a practice?
Yeah, no, I'm tempted, but
Right, so you've come to a stop here. Don't go and go because it's all gravelly and
no.
horrible. That'll do. Right. On your stop,
get this sir up.
I'll hit reset. You get everything in
Yeah, we're good. Ready?
4.66 to beat.
Now,
Attacker's done you just.
good, what were it?
4.86. So
4.0,
literally,
a bit off that.
0.2 of us. You go around and have another go if you want.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, good.
So there we go, prime example. Everyone always gives me shit saying, oh my car does this, that's slow. Not on that bit of road, is it? It's deceiving, isn't it?
It's on a slope.
It's
on
up
a
a hill
slope.
and it's slippy, innit, to get off the line.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's slippy to get
It
away.
is.
So everybody who does drag it at home and says, oh, that's slow compared to mine, just bear in mind where we test them on that bit of road. It's the only straight bit of road I've got around here, realistically, where you can have a little bit of a play, which is why I do it there.
Yeah.
It's not ideal up an hill, but if we test them all on the same spot, it's fair, innit? So yeah. So the Ateca what Dan were trying to beat did a 4.66. Dan's just did a 4.86, a 0.2 of a second slower.
Good.
Next to nothing, isn't it? No, innit? Just get off that line a little bit quicker, you might get it.
Get a go.
We'll get it around to. But what it were with that Ateca, it just got off at line like a whip.
I'll say
I mean, this
it
did.
quick.
This felt quick. Felt a lot quicker from passenger seat.
Oh, yes. Sounds so good.
Sounds crisp. That was 30 mile an hour. Speed limit.
Steady 30.
What were the drone like on the old ones? We did that drone tube. Did it actually drone at all with that, or?
To be fair, I had nothing to compare it against. I did obviously the standard res deletes are quite drony.
Yeah.
But in that 7th gear, 70 mile an hour, nothing whatsoever.
Yeah. On the old system, yeah. It was pretty good.
System,
yeah. So in comparison with drone wise, we're going to be same on this. To be honest, it's very much the same.
Now, so even then, like putting foot down just there, it's nice and quiet. Like it's not boomy inside the car.
It's not boomy, is it? It's nice.
It's perfect for me, especially like my daughter as well. She hates loud noises.
Oh yeah.
So she'll be nice and happy.
That'll be perfect for her. Flick it in quiet mode and that's it. It's standard S3, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's like a standard S3.
Can't even tell difference. Alright, take 2.
Reset, ready when you are. Oh, it was quick.
Oh.
It's quick.
Felt a bit better then, a little better.
Slower,
was it?
4.90
No.
that.
Oh, no.
Don't think you're going to get it, are you?
No, I'll stick with that 4.8.
There's not much in it, is there?
That's off to Attacker.
Yeah, Attacker did it quick.
Yeah.
I don't know what it were with that thing. Yeah. It did it quick.
Yeah.
You've been telling me for months you're going to beat it.
I know.
Will anything knock the Attacker off the top spot? Who knows?
But, to be fair though, you put a bit of weight on you, so.
Yeah, there is that.
Put that to that.
There is that. We're not small lads, 2 big lads. I'm heavier than Connor, maybe that might be 0.2 seconds.
I think I'm about same as Connor, mate. No, happy with that to be fair.
4.8, I'm still going to put you in second place. I can't remember what second is it. There were the Golf, what were on there? What else was on there? Something beat the Golf the other day, what was that? It was C43, weren't it?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was C43.
Yeah.
So yeah, it still puts you in a healthy second place.
Yeah, now I'm happy with that to be fair.
Happy days. Right, when we get on industrial state, I just want to do a couple of flybys if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course, mate.
Little like a set off from outside and then I'll just get a flyby.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
To bang it in group all day, but I didn't want to ruin it for you. Dropped it on Insta story.
Oh yes, been really tempted to look at it. I'll ask for driving on way down, like put my phone down there.
Yeah, don't let it pop up.
You always go up first on my Insta and all, obviously.
Yeah.
Click on it quite a bit, so I'm like, no.
Bangs are so loud. I tell you what, I'm not usually the one doing the filming, I usually let Connor do it, but that sounds naughty from outside. Absolutely. Could not be any nicer. It sounds amazing. Tell you, the baddest exhaust for your S3. I'm telling you, I bet the camera does not pick them bangs up, but they are bangs, they're not pops, they're bangs. So there we go, folks. We'll give you a proper review. I've reviewed it, Dan himself reviewed it, he's happy with it, everyone's happy with it. The sound from the outside, mate, they are bangs, they're not like burps, they're bangs. Sounds amazing. It's a big thanks for Dan again. Like I said earlier in the video, he's been, I think you all my longest member on YouTube, so yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And
well worth it, well worth it.
Spent a lot of money here on car and doing everything. Oh, by the way, the coilovers, how amazing does this car handle? It's just glued to the road, isn't it?
So much better.
It's just planted to the road.
The mag ride was terrible.
Yeah.
Obviously, I went to the I-back springs after, which were alright, and lowered it, and look, KW's game changer.
Absolute game changer, aren't they? When we were out in car earlier, it just feels like it's on rails, like it's glued to the road.
So good.
Yeah. Well, we're going to end that video there, boys. We're going to wrap it up. Sadly, Dad didn't beat the Ateca, but we're going to go and put him on the list now in his healthy second place spot. We'll see you next time.